For Dale Earnhardt Jr. and millions of Americans, race day is the biggest day of the week. But there are many moments leading up to Sunday. Systems to tune, equipment to test. Literally thousands of adjustments and preparations that make the big day possible. These take place on the other days of the week, away from the watchful eyes of devoted fans, on the 6 days leading up to race day. And you're about to live them with Dale Earnhardt Jr. Here at Hendrick Motorsports, racing doesn't begin and end on Sunday. It happens every day of the week. From the moment last week's car returns to the facility, the clock is ticking, and preparations for next week's race begin. It is a never-ending cycle, a closed loop of engineering that never stands still. This car probably looks like a heap of beat-up sheet metal to you and me, but to the mechanics, the engineers, and all the other specialists on the team, it's a laboratory on wheels. Tearing it down holds clues to what went wrong and what went right, what held up under extreme conditions of heat and speed, and what needs to perform better next time around. Doing better next time around is the responsibility of nearly 100 people who make up the number 5 and 88 teams. Specialization is the order of the day. There are 82 specialists in the Hendrick engine program alone. The Hendrick chassis department was the first of its kind in NASCAR. They've turned out more than 300 cars in the past decade, manufacturing many of their own parts. Even the tire department at Hendrick has its own engineers and testing specialists. It's an all-encompassing facility that can produce a rolling chassis with complete body in less than a week's time. By the time this 3,400-pound Impala SS is driven by Dale Jr. next Sunday, 75 pairs of hands will have touched it, encompassing 500 man-hours of analyzing, testing, and fine-tuning. Everyone here knows that the difference between winning and losing in NASCAR is a matter of fractions of seconds. The moment of truth. Dale Earnhardt Jr. arrives at Hendrick midweek to check in on the car he'll be driving on Sunday. For both driver and team, the direct interaction is critical. Mechanics and engineers get a true feel for race day with Dale Jr. in the car. This will be his chance to give feedback, ask for adjustments, and make sure everything is just so. This is the day everyone steps up their game. Always trying to step up their own game is the pit crew. 7 over-the-wall mechanics who can wrestle a 3,400-pound car into new tires and fuel in less than 15 seconds. If Dale Jr. is the man behind the wheel, these are the men behind the machine.
We go over with the crew chief every week on Monday to get the adjustments that we anticipate. Look at the box size, the pit box size, so we can tell Dale how quick to get in, how fast to come into it so he doesn't slide through. Practice all of our adjustments, then we just practice fundamentals beyond that. We like for Dale to come. You know, the guys get all amped up when he's here, the intensity picks up. We like to see him come.
Sometimes, not too often, but sometimes the drivers come up and practice with them. I could have used the practice every once in a while, especially after wintertime, to come up here and practice a little bit. Getting into the 12-second pit stops were really fast, and those guys are doing a couple 10-second stops here every once in a while.
To stay on top of their highly choreographed game, the crew needs to be in top physical condition. Given the intense physical demands, these are athletes in every sense, often recruited from top college sports programs. They practice live pit stops 3 times a week. That's on top of intense physical and cardiovascular workouts. If they're not performing at their best, neither is their driver. And every second lost on pit road translates into 100 feet on the track.
I think one of the most exciting things with working with Dale Jr. is, just everything he brings to it. He also has the desire that he wants to win. So, I think it all together, it makes it a perfect situation for the team and the driver to have together.
You prepare a little differently, I think, every week. You think about the track and what happened there last time, or how well or how unfortunate that race might have went. And you just try to think about how you can do better. Did y'all do all right?
Huh?
Did y'all do all right?
10-50. Need another tip in there? Yeah. He's hoping you go ahead and blow that motor up so it quit leaking.
They need to put a new chip in there, yeah. What's that thing at 6,400 or something?
Just enough to keep the rods in it.
To get excited and amped up before race weekend, that's pretty easy. I love driving race cars. Traveling and racing on the weekends, that's what I do for a living. So there's a high level of excitement and nervousness and all kinds of things coming up before a race. And it just builds up and gets more intense the closer you get to the start.
Tonight, the stakes aren't quite so high. At the Dirty Mo Acres go-kart track at Dale Jr.'s home, the team gets away from the office for a while, but they can't seem to pull themselves away from racing.
It's kind of warm out here. Are you sweating just a little?
Just a little toasty.
I'm a little warm.
Toasty. You? Yeah, just a little.
We got a little wallet. If anybody finds a wallet or sees a wallet or wants to track down a wallet, this is the time. Don't flip me. We'll go out there in the berry bushes and have to scuffle.
I gotta work in the morning too.
Yeah, me too.
That's Dale Jr. in the number 88 kart, of course, starting near the back of the pack. Ever the true gentleman, but also ever the true competitor. If there's any doubt just how much the number 88 team loves what they do, seeing how they spend their time off should clear it up. Rick Hendrick is fond of saying, you win as a team, you lose as a team, you live as a team. Tonight is no exception. But for Dale Jr., this win won't count in the points.
Ain't a big winner.
That's pretty fun.
Up on the hill.
Blast right there.
Dude, I knew if I kept chopping that corner like that, I was going to get punched. That's all right. That's pretty fun. Hey, man, thanks a lot.
Had a good day.
I'm ready to go again. That was awesome.
We're going to get that damn roller out and we're going to practice too.